Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. How are you? Hope you all are fine and happy. This is grade 3 and I am your science teacher, Mrs. Hina Javed. Dear students, we have started unit number 9, that is light. The sun gives off heat and light. The main source of heat and light is sun. So now we will start unit number 9, light. Let's start reading with me. This is our reading time. Let's start reading with me. Light. A bouncing candle and a light bulb also give off heat and light. Like sun, a burning candle and a light bulb also give off heat and light. We can see the moon at night. It does not have its own light. It shines because sunlight falls on it. Some of sunlight bounces off the moon and reaches the earth. You can see here reflection of light. The bouncing of light from a shining object is called reflection. This is shiny surface. Source of light is candle. When light rays falls on a shiny surface, they bounce back. This is called reflection. Most of the objects that we see are like the moon. They does not have its own light. They do not give off their own light. Light from the sun, a lamp, or some other shiny things falls on them. Then we can see them. Otherwise, we cannot see them. They reflect the light into our eyes. The reflected light tells us the size, color, and shape of objects that we see. Light is reflected from a lamp. Light travels in a straight line. Make slits in a piece of cardboard like this. Stand it on a table. Shine a torch behind the card. What do you see? We can see that light travels in straight line. Light travels in straight lines. Dear students, what is light? What is light? The brightness that comes from the light source. The brightness that comes from the sun, fire, or uh, many other sources, just like bulb, lamp, candle, fire, sun. The brightness that comes from light sources, just like sun, fire, candle, lamp, bulb. You can see here different types of images. What is light? The brightness that comes from sun, fire, bulb, lamp, candle, and many more other things. Light that comes from bulb, that comes from sun, fire, that brightness is called light. Dear students, what is light? What is light? You can see here in this image, you can see sunlight. Light is a form of energy. Light is a form of energy. Just like heat. Heat is also a form of energy, just like heat. Light is a form of energy that enable us to see all the things. By the help of light, we can see different types of things. In the darkness, we cannot see anything. Light is a form of energy that enables us to see all the things around us. The main source of light on earth is the sun. The main source of light on the earth is the sun. Plants are able to prepare their own food using sunlight. Without sunlight, plants cannot make their own food. It means sunlight is very important. Some other objects also give out light, just like candle, fire, fireflies. They these all things can also give us light. They are known as luminous objects. The objects that give off light that are called luminous object. Light is a form of energy that enables us to see all the things around us. The main source of light on the earth is the sun. Plants are able to prepare their own food using sunlight. Some other objects also give out light. They are known as luminous objects. Now, dear students, what are luminous objects and what are non-luminous objects? Here you can see sun. Sun is luminous object because sun gives off heat and light. Sun has its own light. Here you can see moon. Moon is non-luminous object, non-given light material. Moon does not gives its own light. Dear students, most of the objects that we see are like the moon, like walls, mostly things at your home, table, chair, these all things are non-luminous because they do not have their own light. They can reflect light from the luminous object. Here you can see sun, luminous objects because sun has its own light. Moon is non-luminous objects because moon does not have its own light. They do not give off their own light. Light from a sun, a lamp, or some other shining things falls on them. Then we can see them. Then we can see non-luminous objects. Moon is non-luminous object because it does not have its own light. It shines because sunlight falls on it. Some of the sunlight shines, or we can say bounces off the moon and reaches the earth. By this way we can see moon. What are the difference between luminous objects and non-luminous objects? Luminous objects have its own light. Non-luminous objects does not have its own light. They reflect light from luminous objects. Dear students, what is the difference between luminous objects and non-luminous objects? Luminous objects, and here you can see non-luminous objects. Sun is luminous object, moon is non-luminous object. The luminous objects are visible as they emit light on their own. They have their own light. Non-luminous objects are visible because of luminous objects. They can reflect light from luminous objects. They do not have their own light. The sun and candle are two examples of luminous objects. There are so many examples of luminous objects, but here you can see sun and candle. The moon and planets are two examples of non-luminous objects because they do not have their own light. They can reflect light from luminous object. Dear student, what is reflection of light? Reflection occurs when a light ray hits a surface and bounces off. If the surface is made very flat, you can see here in this image, and smooth by polishing, all the light rays bounce off like this. These are bouncing rays in the same direction. This is called reflection. This is called reflection. Light rays bounces off a shiny surface in the same direction that light rays, and that is called reflection of light.